got a Melbourne marathon tomorrow. That's what these chalk lines will be for, I'm sure. This being Sunday afternoon on a midwinter July 2025 day. Got the fishers out here. Be careful not to get hooked. You got a little fish there. Oh, I hope I don't get any rain. A bit overcast. What have we got here? That's pretty cool. Jim Stein's Bridge. So up here we've got the recently completed Seafarers Residence with the renovation of the North Wharf shed into a bar and conference centre, event centre. The old crane. They used to have tracks that could go right along the length of the pier, not the pier, the shed. New park. So this here, World Trade Center, was, some of you may know, also the first Crown Casino, the temporary Crown Casino when they were building the actual Crown Casino on the other side of the river. And it was pretty flash when we first come across it, I tell you. Now let's see if we can make it across here without these people. Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty flash, the World Trade Center Crown Casino, and everybody was thinking like, why don't they just keep that? What do we need the new casino for? And then when the new casino opened, it was like, whoa, now I understand. Lloyd Williams was a brilliant man. Used to work over there. Pacific International Terracing, that was the original Great Southern Hotel. Charles Hotham Hotel here on the corner, the Markillies next to that. I was working there in the mid-90s to late 90s really, to early 2000s. I was actually working there when the September 11 terrorist attack in America happened, talking about World Trade Centers. I came in on the morning and the night auditor told me about it. I didn't know what was going on. I went to bed and I heard it, when I was going to bed, I heard something on the radio about it, about a plane hitting the World Trade Center. And I was very tired and I knew I had to get up early, so I sort of just left it at that and turned the radio off. And then coming in on the train the next morning, there was a woman on the train crying. And a guy said, as I got off, it's a different world now. And I had no idea what he was talking about. I just said yeah or something like that. And it wasn't until I came in that the night auditor told me, and we put the TV on and saw all the events that had happened overnight in America. Now, it says not to go. What are we going to do? Have a look and go. Whoa! Now, I'm not sure if I'm allowed on this. I think it says no skating. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I was confused. I should have been actually over here. Now, let's go across here. Boom. Alright, the famous Collins Street. Beautiful buildings along here, I tell you. Mitre Tavern down there. That's what they say is the oldest building in Melbourne in its original spot, apparently. Anyway, it's a good pub. If you haven't been, go. Alright, pretty tight along here. How are we going to go? Please don't open any doors. Don't open any of your doors. Whatever you do. That motorcycle is going to mean I'm going to get stuck. Oh, he's doing a pretty good job. He's doing a good job. I'll just follow him, shall I? If he can fit, I can fit. Let's head down Swanson Street. Woo! Rainbow's falling. Now what am I doing? That's a cop car up there, so I better just keep to the 25. I'm sure they've got better things to do than worry about me. Hello. So this building in front of us, black and white one there, if you squint your eyes, you'll see the face of a Aboriginal man who I don't know much about, to be honest. If his name, don't know much about it. All I know, if you squint your eyes, you see a face up there looking back down Swanston Street. Let's just go. This round glass building here is like the design hub for RMIT University. And I saw a YouTube video, you should try and find it, it's very funny. A student that goes there and he spent the whole video just bagging out the whole building and the history of the building. It's like a sarcophagus inside, nobody likes it. They had to redo the whole outside because those glass panels popped out. Apparently they can open up, but since they redid them, I don't think they'd use the opening it up very much at all, because that's what was causing them to pop out when they were doing it. Anyway, he didn't like it at all. He was like an architecture student there, I think, and he wasn't happy. Queensbury Street. Lincoln Hotel over here. Another great pub. Okay, and this is the about to cross over Lygon Street, the Italian street here in Melbourne. Although it's a lot more multicultural since COVID, or even a bit before COVID, but definitely since COVID, it's a lot more multicultural now. There we go, Melbourne Exhibition Centre, home of Federation. Press that. Just sold my Fat Tire e-bike for a very cheap $250 with 2 batteries. I'd done just over 4,000 kilometres in it, and hadn't used it for over a year since I got my scooter, my last scooter, not this scooter, because I only had this a couple of weeks. I just thought I may as well get rid of it, give it to somebody who's going to use it, put it to use. The guy that brought it's going to do it up, and I think he's going to sell it probably. He's a tinkerer, so he's going to redo all the brakes and all that, which is exactly what it needs. He may even put a throttle on it. So good luck to him. I hope somebody gets as much enjoyment out of it as what I did. Now, Gertrude Street, very, what's the word? Cool Street? Trendy Street? In Street? Let's go down Smith Street, which is... Thank you, mate. Thank you for the compliment. I think that was a compliment. This is a 30 kilometre street, and when I'm in the car I'm a big hater of 30 kilometre streets. When I'm on the scooter they're pretty good, because this goes 30, and if the cars are going 30 we're all going the same speed and everything's sweet. So yeah, this scooter can go 40, should legally go 25. I've amended it to go an extra 5 at 30, and we'll keep it at that. That works well for me. Faster you set it, the less distance you get out of it. So at 30, I get 30. Which is a bit disappointing, I was expecting more, but anyway, it is what it is. Check that out. Well, it's like out of those 50s cartoons, isn't it? That Mercedes-Benz. Gotta check this out. So if you look up, you'll see 3 vintage Hitachi metropolitan trains up there. You can see that? Pretty cool, huh? It's apparently a burger bar. I've never been to it. The Hitachi trains have got like a cult following here in Melbourne and other places around, I believe, not just Melbourne. Up here there's a little spray paint shop, and in the window is like decked out as a glimpse into the carriage of a Hitachi train. I don't know if it's still open. The owner was one of the guys involved in the Pam the Bird graffiti. What do I call it? Pan the Bird graffiti art. And I believe he was arrested and he's probably in jail. I'm not sure. I assume he is. I don't think he was the main guy that was involved. Maybe he was arrested as the accomplice. Anyway, if I can get across, I'll show you if it's too busy, which it looks like it is, next time. You got the turning lane. Alrighty, I think we can do this. I think we can. Alright. Here you are. There it is. Still open. Spray paint shop. Hitachi chain decked out in the window. Treat Hotel. Had a few good Sunday roasts in there. Not lately, because it's got a different crowd now, much younger crowd, much busier crowd, much more party crowd. But anyway, good on them. Making money, I bet. Alright, nearly home. I'll leave you here.